Mimi nataka niwaambie, tutawasafirisha. Nyinyi vijana, sikizeni vizuri. Hamuwezi kutisha serikali ya Kenya.
Breaking news. More than 200 youths wamekuwa abducted huko Isiolo. 200. Like 200 youths. Saizi hawajulikani mahali penye wako. Most of them walikujua na maskari. This comes after President Ruto alienda Isiolo. Na wakati yenye alikuwa anaongea, kuna mambo yenye alisema pale hivyo Isiolo haikufurahisha watu. Na watu automatically wakajua hizi ni stories za jaba. So what do the people do? Wanaanza kushout, Ruto must go, Ruto must go. Lakini kabla waseme Ruto must go, kuna mambo yenye alikuwa anasema, wakaanza kusema uongo, uongo. Akiongea mnasema uongo, akiongea wanasema uongo. Manze wamekujiwa one by one. Unakujua na makarau, unaekwa ndani, unapelekwa. More than 200 as we speak now, hawajulikani mahali penye wako. I believe that this is going to be breaking news. Yeah. Hakuna kupinga Kasongo. Anataka akienda mahali mnasikiza. Hakuna kusema ati sijui uongo hapa, sijui nini. Ni kubaya manze. Sijui inchi iko wapi. Unajua Francis Gaido alikuwa ameambia watu. Na alikuwa ameambia vijana, kama unajua ulikuwa kwa hiyo mkutano na ukasema Ruto must go, hama. Funga hiyo simu yako ya Safaricom. Hawakusikia. Now they are going to cool the heels. Na mimi niko very sure atakuwa anaangalia aone kama hawa ni wa Kenya ama wa Somali. Kama wewe ni Msomali, utafurahia. Utarudishwa kwenyu Mogadishu.
The High Court in Isiolo has ordered the Inspector General of Police, Japhet Koome, to produce the body of Issa Osman Guyo by 4 p.m. today. Now, eyewitnesses say Guyo was bundled into a black Toyota Prado by heavily armed gunmen who are believed to be police officers, and he is sickly and was nursing his wife, who's 6 months pregnant. The lawyers say they believe he's been transferred to Nairobi, although his whereabouts remain unknown. The court has certified the matter as urgent and asked the IG to produce him or his body by 4 p.m. on Wednesday, the 10th of July.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise pursuant to Standing Order 53-1 to seek statement from the Standing Committee on National Security, Defense and Foreign Relations regarding the abduction of 3 young persons, namely Mukhtar Tache Ali, Noura Abdi Diba, and Issa Osman Guyo in Isiolo County on Saturday, 6th July 2024 by unknown individuals in 2 black Prados and a white Subaru. In the statement, the committee should, 1, provide detailed information on who the abductors are, their possible motives, and investigate the possibility that the abductors might have been police officers.
They were 5 initially when they abducted at 19 coins. The time is exactly between 5:30 to 6. 5:30 to 6 in the morning. How it happened is that 2 black Prados and white Subarus came from different directions. One from the direction of, Uabera. The other one was already parked. It's like they are at some sort of tip-off around KCB Bank. And then the other one is just around the stage, the taxi stage there. So, when you walishikwa walikuwa 5, around between 5:30 to 6. Walienda side ya Kisima. Now, the count of 1, 2, they release, waliachilia mavijana wawili. Moja aliachiliwa just past Kisima. Walimwambia alale chini, wakamwambia asiinue kichwa mpaka waende mbali. That is the first guy walimdrop hapo. The second one walimdrop just before, unaona hiyo stretch kabla hawajafika Timau. That is the second guy. That is how we got information. Na wakapita na wale watatu. They just took their phone, and as they have said, they just perused through without asking any question whatsoever. Na wakaenda na wao. Members of the press, this is an official press statement from the families whose members have been abducted by unknown masked gunmen in Isiolo County. Our family members have been abducted on Saturday, 6th July 2024. in Isiolo town and bundled into 2 black Prados and 1 white Subaru by heavily armed gunmen who are believed to be police officers. Upon their abduction, they were quickly transported towards Nairobi, as the last location of their phones is at Karatina. Sources from the now extremely traumatized person who have been abducted along the 3 family members indicate that the abductors were indeed police officers. Since the said arrest, our family members have been abducted whereabouts are unknown and incommunicado for the last 4 days, which translates to more than 96 hours. Despite the family visiting various police stations in Isiolo, Nairobi, and Kiambu counties to look for them. Given that my own brother, that is Isa Osman Guyo, is unwell and on medication, the family is reasonably apprehensive that his continued detention may harm his frail health status. Their abduction and detention violates all constitutional principles known to man in our country, that is, which reignites horrible memories of history. It is hoped that their cases will not be part of the statistics of history, as has been witnessed in the past few weeks. To be precise, the suspects, once arrested, ought to be subjected to fair trial, as espoused in the Constitution of Kenya. Their detention before trial amounts to punishment before prosecution. Any further detention of them continuously to severe infringe on their rights to human dignity, liberty, and security of the person. They are entitled to unlimitable human right. We, as the bereaved family, request for 3 things from our beloved government. We want our families to be either released unconditionally, if found of guilty, be taken to court of law, or in worst case scenario, let their body be released to us. Isa is 22 years old, is newly married, and his wife is, almost due to deliver. Yeah, he's 22 years old. That is Isa Osman. I don't know, because up to now, we have visited so many police stations, including even NIS headquarters in Nairobi. We don't know. We are totally in darkness. And this has really made us to be in a very, worrisome state. Yes, we don't know what they have been accused of. And 4 hours is elapsed. The culprit or the suspect is supposed to be taken to court of law. But now, 24 hours down the line, we don't know whether even these boys are alive or they are dead. This year, even up to Nairobi office, nobody knows their whereabouts. Even to the headquarters in Muthaiga and Kiambu Road, we have been there. Nobody knows where these boys are. Every other officer, they are telling us that our mavijana hawajui maliko. Even police officers, we even obtain the OB with us, and there is nobody who knows where these boys are.
So if you're in Isiolo, please stop using Safaricom. William Ruto is a vindictive motherfucker. He's going to come for people because now you have embarrassed him in front of the world. He's feeling angry right now. You heard even his tone. It was escalating. It was escalating towards that level you remember on June 25th, where he said, I'm going to come and kill every one of you who tried to bring the government down because you are treasoners, you are criminals. You remember that speech. Isiolo youth, if you have a Safaricom line, dump it. Listen to me. I know, I've studied this shit. I know Nurdin Haji. I know Mohammed Amin. Mohammed Amin was in court. He was asked questions. He was interrogated there. He was cross-examined. He almost walked out. These guys, do you think they care about the law? You think they care about good governance? You think they care about human life? No, these are killers. And that's why William Ruto was going to Mandera in the northern Kenya. He was going to pay homage to the people who have kept him in power. And the people who have kept him in power are Somali oligarchs. Somali oligarchs have kept him in power because he has killed domestic industry. He has killed domestic productions. To what? Now we are a net importer. We are importing everything coming through the port of Kismayu. He was even dressed yesterday. He was even dressed in a blue trouser and in a blue shirt and a white trouser. The colors of the Somali flag. You have to pay homage to the person, to the throne. He's not our president. He's representing the interests of another country. And then he has the audacity. He has the guts to call us treasoners. He's a treasonous. He's a person who has absconded his oath of office. We had a sitting cabinet secretary, a sitting member of the cabinet, releasing a statement and further going to the police to record another statement saying that on the day his son, on the day Justin Muturi's son was abducted, the next day the father tried to call Ruto, he couldn't find him, and he found his way to State House. He went to State House to inquire about the whereabouts of his son, who had been abducted by people who looked like policemen from the CCTV footage that was released by Royal Media, by the nearby hotels and residences. And all of those had the hallmarks of a police abduction. And it was coinciding with the period which the Gen Zs were protesting. So the cabinet secretary goes to State House. You can imagine the other children whose parents don't have that kind of access, that kind of privilege. He goes to State House, waits for Ruto to finish a meeting with the members of parliament, and then now gets Ruto to ask him, where is my son? Like any other parent would. If all the other parents who've had their children abducted, if they had the capacity and the access, they would do the same. Anyone would do the same in that position. So he goes and asks Ruto. Then Ruto tells him, no, my phone has a problem. I don't know whether he bought that phone from Osama Otero, the one who sells stolen cell phones in Imenti House. The state-sponsored traitor, Osama Otero, Kevin Monari. Shame on you wherever you are. You are a useless bitch. You sold us out. You're still pushing government agenda. Everyone is telling you you're fucked up and you're still continuing. Shame on you. So I don't know whether that phone, the one that was not working, Ruto had bought from Osama Otero. But anyway, so they say call him directly. So Ruto calls Nurdin Haji. And he asks Nurdin Haji, do you have Justin Muturi's son? And Nurdin Haji says, yes. Can you release him? He will be free in 1 hour. None of the officials who have been mentioned in that statement have come out to deny that. Nurdin Haji has not denied. Ruto has not denied. They are just firefighting. They are just playing games here with us, propaganda games. But none of those have denied.
Nyinyi vijana nyinyi, chungana kabisa. Chunga adabu. Sisi wengine ni wrong number.
Nani amekwambia hata sisi hatukunywi pombe? Unakunywa pombe ni vitu mzuri. Kabla le fucking kabisa. Hiyo ni ujinga. Ujinga hiyo. Na wacha niwaambie. Sisi tulitishwa na wengine samani. Tulitishwa. Lakini mbona nakutishwa hajatishika? Wewe unafikiria hata mimi nikikasirika sasa niwaambie mpange laini niwape 2,200 nitawapea nyinyi wote. Unasikia? Lakini sio kukuja kutishana. Wewe unatisha nani yako na mimba hapa? Kuna mtu wako na mimba?
Why can't we be like other children? I don't know. Why is it that our own is quite so different? Why should this thing happen to us? I don't know. Why is it that God is allowing this thing to happen to us?
Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Do not tell me. Don't tell me. Because I know it all.
Mimi nataka niwaambie, tutawasafirisha. Nyinyi vijana, sikizeni vizuri. Hamuwezi kutisha serikali ya Kenya. Sikizeni vizuri. Na mujaribu mtaona.